for what's up. My flexibility, you gon' find out. Time out, gon' put out. No doubt, no doubt. Omega Ishimasu. Oh, you gonna feel it, sensual magic.
Yeah, baby, tell me how you feel. Straightforward, 100, keeping always real. Cause I'm giving it to you right. Pleasure on, going all night. You know the deal, and it gon' last for life.
Hi, Charlene. Come on in.
Hello, everyone. Hola, muchas gracias por venir. Thank you for joining us for another episode of season 2 from Her Point of View talk show with your girl, LeeLee, the goddess, and the beautiful, gorgeous, lovely. I love her so much.
Lizzie Smith. Glad to be
That's
here.
my girl. That's right. This show is brought to you by I Said It Management. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if somebody's interested in being a sponsor or a guest, Lizzie, what can they do? Because
you email herpointofview@aol.com. And then contact.
That's right. Go ahead and send it. Herpointofview@aol.com, y'all. Go ahead, do your thing. You want to be a sponsor or a guest on this show? Because we want you. We want to hear what you got to say. If you want to find me on social media platforms, listen to any of my music, look at any of my films, you can find me by Googling me, LeeLee the Goddess, LeeDagoddess. And you can also find me on IMDb Pro as Leonessa Cruz, Leonessa. Now, where can they find you on social media platforms, Lizzie?
You can find me on Facebook at Elizabeth Smith. You can find me YouTube.
That's right. On all social media platforms. I love it. I love your books, Lizzie. They're all available on Amazon, everybody. So go check that out. It's definitely. And also on a magazine, the first issue of Flawless Dreams magazine is also available on Amazon, which our brand ambassador, our awesome brand ambassador, Miss Lizzie Smith, is featured on. That's right. You look so good. I love it. Love it. Exactly. Check it out. Purchase yourself a copy today.
Thank you.
Yes. It is. Now, today we have a beautiful celebrity guest by the name of Crystal Wiley. Crystal Wiley, entrepreneur, founder of her own catering service called Meals and Heels, published model and chef. She's a published model and chef. Welcome to the show, Queen. Come on, tell us more about yourself.
Yes.
Looking gorgeous and stuff like a queen, because that's what it is. So how you doing, Miss Crystal Wiley? Looking all gorgeous with your hair. I love her hair. Your hair is beautiful. Fabulous.
I do too.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
She said,
can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
girl. Yes. We hear you loud and clear.
Yes.
Yes, welcome to the show, Queen. How you doing? Let everybody know where they can find you on all social media platforms. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Take the time. Gotta get it right. Looking all beautiful. Look at them lips. Kissable lips. It's a wonderful thing to have. Kissable lips. Especially on a date, Lord. She's going to drive them all crazy. She's going to drive you all crazy because she got them lips. We got to find out your zodiac sign next after you introduce yourself, Queen. What's up, Crystal?
I knew it. I can't even hear them saying nothing.
You can't hear nothing? Not yet? That's all right. Take your time. I understand sometimes we have a little technical difficulties. Depends on the weather. Depends if, Everybody's using the
Yes.
internet because they're trying to tune into the show. Thank you, everybody, again for joining us. We appreciate you so much.
Mm,
You're awesome. I love you. And
we
we got
do.
so much to talk about. We got so much to say, so much about relationships. Lizzie, she is like, I'm telling you, she knows a lot about relationships, especially she is a relationship counselor. Ain't that right, Lizzie?
I'm a relationship coach.
That's right.
Yeah.
Coach,
Mm,
relationship coach. She be coaching,
a coach.
coaching on them relationships because a lot of people they need help with their relationships, and that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong. Did I go
They
black
do.
for a minute? Yeah, I went dark for a minute. Yeah, they
Right.
do, and it's okay, and
You're back
it's good
now.
to have. Thank you so much for supplying those services too, because a lot of people don't want to give up, but they don't really know how to handle the situation. Sometimes they don't know if they have to go to therapy, or they got to go to a counselor, if they got to go to a coach. Now, what's the difference between a coach per se and a counselor?
A counselor dives more back into like childhood. They start from the beginning. A coach starts from probably you can go back as the beginning, like maybe 2 years to present. So you're only limited how far you can go back to talk to somebody about stuff. That's
Okay, okay, that's good.
basically the difference.
Do you
Yeah.
think that there's a
And most people prefer coaches.
necessity? Do you think there's like a high necessity with for
I
relationship coaches? Yeah.
I do, only because a lot of people don't want to regret all the way back with the counselor about
Can you hear
past
me?
they want to be in the now moment,
Why is it I
Oh,
not
still can't hear
go
nobody?
through
This is
everything.
not
we can
good.
hear you loud and clear, Kristen Wiley. Can you hear us, Queen?
Cause they talking.
Yes, we talking. Well, we can you hear us?
Hello,
Not yet.
Bernadette. Thank you for
Hi,
joining.
Bernadette. What is up, Bernadette? Thank you for joining us today on our show. Thank you. Give a shout out to Miss Bernadette, everybody. Hello, hello.
Yes.
When do you think is the time that people you notice they start needing a relationship coach? Mm,
Um,
probably.
most people wait till the relationship or gone if they want the help.
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, I see. I see. I can see how that. Yeah. And we got Miss Bernadette Prager over there multitasking as she's dashing. Thank you for tuning into the show as you dashing. Do it. Multitaskers are good. You gotta multitask. We got Crystal Wiley over here multitasking. Hey, girl. And so they waiting to like the last minute. They're waiting to the last minute to actually get the assistance that they need in their relationship. And do you think it by then it's too late? There's like no going back.
Right. One is we're falling apart. Yeah. Most times, yes.
What do you
Yes,
suggest
most times.
for couples? For couples, what do you suggest? Like is there a way that that there can be a something sent out to couples before it hit, crap hits the fan? Because if they're waiting until it's
I think
over,
couples right. And I think a lot of people are too prideful sometimes. They don't want to admit when something's just going downhill. And there's no shame in trying to fix something before it gets drastically bad. You need to do it when you feel
hey
that.
Crystal, can you hear us?
And co-
Can you hear us, Crystal? You can't hear us, Crystal? So I don't think she can hear us. But she looks beautiful.
She does
She
look
looks absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And
yes.
again, we're all multitasking here. Because we always want to be able to give you all
Hmm.
the best of the show. So what we're gonna do
Yes.
is we're just gonna let you know that we're really excited, and what makes us so excited about today's episode is given the fact that we have a chef, and we've always spoken about dates, and a lot of times the dates involve food. So when we talking about dates and we talking about, oh, who's gonna cook the meal, the male or the female or both, on some romantic stuff. But now we have a chef, because I know we've had someone along the lines of a nutritionist. She was the we've had a lot of celebrity guests on the show, but this is the first time we've had a chef per se. I'm talking about a chef,
Right.
because I cook. I mean, a lot of us consider ourselves a chef. You a chef too, Liz? You consider yourself a chef?
I just cook good food. I wish I was a chef, just per se.
She's like, I just cook good food. I don't know if I'm necessarily a chef per se, but I just cook some dang good food. And you know she
Exactly.
does.
Exactly.
When she
Exactly.
does. And
Hey,
because of
little
her,
ninja. So glad to see you.
hey, what's up, little ninja? Because of you, Lizzie, I got into mushrooms. I was never really into mushrooms. I'm not saying I never tried a mushroom in my life, but they just never hit right. And then when I met you, it hit right. And you got me into especially the big mushrooms. Like I'm talking big mushrooms. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cook this for my date, and they're gonna like it, and they sure did. Thanks to you for inspiring me to cook mushrooms that were this big. Fabulous. Like they even the medium sized ones that you introduced to me were fabulous. Miss Bernadette. See, Ninja, she says she can't hear. She can't hear us. But I don't know if that means she can't hear all of us or
Yeah.
some of us. Not sure. Not sure. Not sure. We're going to figure that out. It's something that we got to figure out. So, Liz, let
Right.
me hear you one time. Can you hear
But
me?
Bernadette says yes.
All right. I can hear you too.
I can hear you.
Oh, no. She said she can't hear you. She was saying our co-host. Yeah, we know our co-host can't. I mean, our guest, our
Yeah,
celebrity guest cannot hear us. We
I
know
think she was
technical difficulties. Yeah. Yeah. That part. Mm-hmm. Bernard
mm-hmm.
says she's a chef. What?
Never eaten any of Bernadette's food. I don't think I have.
I mean, uh, uh, I know her, so
I don't think so.
I've eaten her food. What if you cook like as a chef, like what pasta lasagna? Um, I gotta remember my memory banks in there. You know what? That just means you're overdue, Miss Bernadette. You're gonna have to cook me a new meal. You gotta refresh my memory. I think I deserve it.
I
Hey, what's
know.
up, Krista Wiley? You can
Mm,
hear us now, beautiful?
mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Thank
praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah.
you.
Go ahead
I'm
and
in.
introduce yourself.
I'm in. Y'all try to get some meals and hills.
Yes, absolutely. We were talking about we're so thankful to have a chef, an actual chef on the show. But go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody, Queen.
Yes, Miss Crystal Wiley, Miss Meals and Hills, 7 years strong, co-founded in 2016. I specialize in soul food, but I definitely branched off into simple eats because I definitely wanted to do what the clients like. And especially moving from Indiana, because I'm from Gary, Indiana. So they like different type of foods, and it's a lot of different nationalities here, more so than back at home. Um, so I definitely have been trying out different things. So down here,
Mm-hmm.
I actually specialize in a lot of like soul rolls and different things, like just quick food to eat because everybody's always on the go because everybody's so hard working. So I would do like the soul food egg rolls. You get your chicken with your greens and your macaroni with your yummy yam sauce. And y'all better get it.
Oh, oh, girl, that sounds
Yes,
delicious. Somebody else is
yes,
gonna have to cook for me.
yes, yes, yes. And I definitely cater. I'm not exactly sure exactly what type of food you all like, but I do love to do soul food, but I'm also into like a little spice with the Cajun. Um, I do the Alfredo, the loaded baked potato. Hey, it's getting hot now, so I definitely do the soup sandwiches and the salads. Check out Meals and Hills page because you get you some strawberry with a
Oh,
chicken salads with some
oh,
blueberries, some black. Hey,
oh,
we do
ah,
healthy. We do healthy too now.
ah,
Yes,
oh,
and
okay,
yes,
now.
yes. So the tuna salads, just because it's seasonal. It's you got to do everything. I got my hand a little bit of everything.
Oh, girl.
So
There you
we're
go.
gonna have to
There you
have a
go.
party. So we're gonna have to have us a nice party for this summer, and we'll get to try
We,
things. You can do it on bread with the crackers, on celery.
What was that you said, Lizzie? You said what?
You gotta get your hand a little bit of everything. With the seasons, you gotta eat with the seasons.
watch her in the intro. I was getting hungry.
I
Yes.
know,
I was sitting
I
here
know
all
that's right.
starving,
I
watching
know
the
that's
intro
right.
video of all these foods you had.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I like to do tacos because me and my best friend, we do have a winery, and so she makes her own wine. And so on Tuesday we do Taco Tuesdays. Wednesdays it's we do painting and canvas, but it's up to the clients. We're just not gonna, so you can have a party, you can come do wine tasting and get some delicious meals all the time. But when it starts getting a little warm outside, people want to eat light. So
Right.
like right now today is 85, so people might want them a salad or a nice wrap.
Uh-huh.
Just something simple because you don't
And
want
soft
anything
on the
heavy on
stomach.
you.
Yeah, soft on
And
the
I
stomach.
and I'm with all of that.
Yes, girl.
Yes,
Now, where can
yes,
they
yes,
find you on all social media platforms?
yes, yes. And so just let me know. And I will start putting on more things because a lot of things I do cook or I prepare for people. And sometimes, like, I have a Meals and Hills page on my Facebook where it's totally that's all it is. It's my food and my sandwiches and my salads and different things like that. So
Okay.
check that out. I'm gonna put that at the bottom because
Yes.
I have another card that has a little bit more of my info.
Yes, please do share where everybody can find you on all social media platforms. So you said Facebook.
You can do Facebook, Crystal Wiley. Then it's the Mills and Hills page, and then I have the Mills and Hills 83 on Instagram. But I had a question: are you guys here in Georgia?
Actually, I am near Georgia. I'm in Florida. So is Miss Beautiful Gorgeous Lizzie, our
Oh,
brand
okay,
ambassador.
Yeah,
okay, but that's
I'm
still
in Florida.
okay. Hey,
We're neighbors.
because we
We're
always
neighbors.
traveling.
Yes, yes.
Hey, for the right thing, I can travel to you.
That's right. And also, but my co-host, Mimie, who can't be with us tonight, we send her blessings and prayers so that she can heal in Jesus' name. She is residing. She
Yeah, she's in
resides in Georgia.
Lawrenceville. She's
She
in
in Georgia.
Lawrenceville. Now,
Georgia.
me and Mimi is 30 minutes away.
That's right. That's right. Look at that gorgeous face. I love you.
Love you too, darling.
Now, what's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius. Y'all know we the best now.
Oh, everybody
Hey,
say that. Everybody in the comment section, go ahead and give her a shout out if you Aquarius too. I know we got Miss Bernadette,
Aquarius.
Miss Leo. I know Miss Lionel Ninja is a Taurus, so we got a little bit of everything up in here.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, I'm
Uh,
Sagittarius. Lizzie, what you is?
We and start the year.
That oh my goodness. Okay, so
look,
this is
no. Y'all kind of finished it. We started.
that was it. Do you see this? Do you see we
Hey,
already
y'all still back there in December. We
we got
actually
the
started.
listen,
We
look
the
at
first
that's
30 at
that's Aquarius. They're the water bearers. See, look, they give you the water. You thirsty? You thirsty? Here's the water. I got a
Oh,
question. Is that the first thing that you find on a date? When you on a date, does your date happen to be whether you with somebody or right? Because we don't know, but when you've been on a date, did you find that your date was always thirsty?
all the time.
Yeah. Is that what did they?
Well, it was the majority,
Mm.
but I found that the ones that, even if they was pretending and they wanted to listen, I found those more attractive.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Well, for example, of course, we all beautiful ladies, and if a man is physically attracted to us, he's coming up to us directly in a certain type of manner. But sometimes it takes for a man to understand, yes, she's beautiful, but let me be respectable. And sometimes most men not respectable. They come off as if you can tell they want something. And instead of them just talking to you, getting to know you, they don't do that. Ooh, especially here in Georgia. Woo.
Ah!
Come to my house. No, boy, I ain't coming to your house. No, but seriously, no,
they more
just a little
spicy in
thirsty.
Georgia? They more spicy?
I wouldn't call them spicy.
Oh, what you call them?
Thirsty, what you said the first thing. And then I would say, and they probably not used to me, because people be like, I know you ain't from here. So they can also think she don't know what's going on. I don't know. So, because I'm just turned 40 February.
I don't even
So February
look
6th.
40. What?
I just turned 40.
Girl, you make that look like Krispy Kreme.
Thank you so much. Yes. So I just turned 40, and so I've been living here for a year.
You're yummy. You just turned yummy, yummy, yummy.
But no, seriously.
But more yummy. You know what I mean?
But I'm gonna seriously tell you, I only been here a year and a half, and it would be 18, 19, 26. Them men can't do nothing with me. I'm like, I got a daughter that's 23. And they still say, they ain't nothing. And I'm like, yes, it is to me.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I love you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
I love the spice.
Oh, no, seriously.
I love it.
I had to tell them, but it is something to me. Because, honey, you can't do nothing with me. And I ain't got nothing for you, honey. I don't need nobody to make my bed rock. That's all they're going to be able to do.
I love that track. Make my bed. You know what's great? Lizzie always has, our brand ambassador, Miss Beautiful Lizzie over here. You always have some really good, deep questions about relationships, Lizzie. What you got? What you got from Miss Crystal Wiley?
So my question for you, Chris, is, Chris, you're on a date with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the date is just going bad. Do you stay? Just stay? Do you excuse yourself from the date?
That's a tough one. Now the question I have, reverse. What do you consider bad?
The conversation is just going nowhere. He's his phone. It's just, there's no connection. There's no spark. There's no there's no nothing.
Well, the things I'll tell you what I would personally do. If I know I'm not interested, I'm probably listen and play a role for a hot second, but you ain't gonna get a call. I ain't gonna say nothing else to you after that day. I mean, I don't want to get you mad, because I know what my next plan is, and it ain't gonna be to talk to you, and I don't have to tell you either. I'm just not gonna talk to you no more.
Oh,
hey, I let you go home and figure it out. What did I do wrong?
Oh my God! Oh my God! I love it. Ain't that great though?
I'm gonna tell you sometimes you can't let them men know what your left hand doing. Don't let them know what they doing. Hey, let them go around here. They want to let us figure out everything. Hey, give them a taste of their own medicine.
It's true though. I mean, it's facts. She ain't lying.
Exactly.
I mean, like, you preaching the choir. I mean, sheesh. And now, how often do you feel like you find yourself in a situation? Not often, I'm not gonna say that, but how often do you think that guys in general, when they're on a date, there seems to be a lot of them with the way that they handle dates, they don't open up to enough to like conversate. They're just quiet. They're standing there. The girl's doing all the talking, and he ain't saying nothing.
Okay, now different. And I think because I got a little therapy in me, they be telling me all their business that I don't want to hear. The introduction well, actually, I had one somewhere. This was recently, and we was just hanging out with a bunch of friends. And a guy, he seemed like he was interested. It wasn't nothing, no strings attached. And he started telling me about how his ex 2 women did him. I don't want to hear that mess, boy.
Exactly.
So they do get to talking a little bit too much too fast.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't really have that problem because I'm easy to talk to.
I think so.
You know, but I don't think they think because I'm easy to talk to, but that ain't what I want to hear. And I have let go a lot of men because they telling me, because I'm not your therapist, honey, unless you're gonna pay me
That's
$80
right.
an
I'm
hour.
not here to be a therapist, sweetheart. I'm here to have a date and have a good time, and you're gonna have to swoon over me and make me feel fabulous.
Yes, but people are there. They can talk to me, so I don't really have that problem. And because I open people up, I usually have a lot of fun.
Right. And when you on a date, is the man usually staring at your eyes or your lips or your tatas?
It depends on how the wind blow. Let me see. Okay, so I have to take little chapters of different people.
Examples.
See, I believe that a lot of them try to show up a certain type of way with me. And I'm not going to say it to be mean, but because I'm Mills and Hills and also the way I move. So they try to pretend that they a little bit better than what they are. And then with time, I'd be like, oh, this is trash. He just trying to pretend. So it's kind of hard because they try to pretend that they really good guys.
Yeah. They shouldn't.
So, but it's okay because I know how to play back. So that's okay.
That's always important because it's like, And Lizzie, what do you think? Do you think that is something to it that to kissing? Do you think that kissing should be something that is done on the first date, or it's always depending on how the mood is? She said no. She said no.
Think yeah, I, yeah, she's like, I personally would
Lizzie.
not. Oh, I mean, whatever floats, kiss on the first date, go for it. No, I don't know where your mouth has been, and
That's right. You don't know where their mouth has been, and there's always something called cavities. And I don't know if anybody knows, but somebody they have cavities. They can give them bacteria over to you, so you don't know when we say in general that we don't know where your mouth is. It's not just STDs. It's also you got some other things going on in that mouth that we don't know that you can transmit over here. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. So we got to be careful. And us ladies, I mean, I'm not saying that all of us have bad immune system, but I am saying that we're sensitive. We're sensitive. Men, you got to keep yourself clean, y'all. Come on now. Keep it clean. You want us to keep it clean. You keep it clean.
Exactly. But also, kissing is too intimate. Kissing is too intimate for someone that you don't know. And I remember this many, many years ago. I was walking in the grocery store, and this older lady walked up to me, and this was all probably like, maybe I was like 21, 22. And she walked up to me and she said, honey, you keep doing what you're doing. And she said, and don't you be kissing these men either. I don't know where she came from. I don't even know her. But it's too passionate because it can get you into an area in your mind too. Even still, kissing is very passionate. That's just a passionate thing. And I think it should be shared with somebody that you care for. I don't think nobody should be walking around kissing nobody.
So you think a kiss on the cheek is acceptable, or on the forehead?
Oh, a kiss on the cheek, I guess. But you ain't about to be kissing me in my mouth.
What about the hand? What about like the old school, like when the guy goes...
You can kiss me on my hand and my forehead.
Okay, I like that. I think that's beautiful. I actually would prefer, like, I'm going on a date, and then the guy, when he's done, when he's done, he just takes me by the hand and he kisses me, because then at least if he kisses on the cheek, usually some people refer that to, like, he just want to be like, you're like a sister, like he just want to be friends, like you're like family, like, and that's it. And it's not going to go any further. Some people think that the kissing on the head is the same thing. So, I mean, I would prefer, if you're not, since you're not going to kiss me in the mouth because I don't want it, at least kiss me on my hand first. I like that sexy. I think that's
Well, what about if he kissed you on your back?
my back.
What if he kissed you on the
You know
top
what,
of
I
your back?
got that and I didn't understand it. I'm like, why are you kissing my back for? Like, what? What you mean said back? You mean like your back or your butt?
Like the top of your back. Like, say you're sitting next to,
Oh,
y'all at a restaurant, and he's leaning over.
No, I mean, because that's gonna make it tickle. It's gonna tickle. It's gonna, I'm gonna be like, oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Do you feel like that's intimate?
I think it's intimate because if it's sending shivers down my spine, that like that, and or sometimes it's a shiver because it just creeps you out because you're not into the guy. Like, say you find out you're not really into the guy, so now you got the shivers, but it's the wrong ones. It's the creepy ones versus the ones where he's hot. Oh my God, he's kissing my back.
I'm just saying. Look at Lizzie. What you gotta say, Lizzie?
Well, I have another question for you, Crystal.
Oh.
That past dinner, you're gonna go see a movie. Thigh. Now, someone don't touch me, because that's just honestly innocent about it. He just, touches your thigh. Are you okay with the knee, on the arm, or is that awful?
Well, the thigh touch, it depends on how far you try to go. Like, if you touch my, like, closer to my knee, because, that's different. But don't start getting close to her, because then you inappropriate. You out of line. I mean, if you just put your hand down, because some people, because I'm a touchy-feely person, but I'm not going to touch a man's private area. You know what I mean? But I might touch it. I might hit him like, oh, hey, and some men don't like you doing that.
Right.
It's all about how you do it.
Yes, I think so. I agree.
Because you shouldn't be getting to anybody's private area at all. Now, that's when I know you being inappropriate. And then I will instantly feel uncomfortable.
Right.
And I will start figuring out how to exit this date. Hopefully I drove.
What's up, 36? What's up, Cinnamon Winfield?
Right.
What's up? We got some more people tuning in to the show. Yes, Miss Burnett, we know the early. What's up? Liz, why and Crystal, I got a question. Because you know what? It's do you think that the guys on the first date, they're always going to expect you to have to deliver something sexual? And if so, what's the average? What's the number of males that you find that might expect it? Is it like a high percent versus this percent? Like, that's not expecting anything? Or like, what do you think? Where is it at? Or is it equal? Where is it at?
I don't know. Because of course, since I've been doing Meals and Hills, I don't date a lot. But I will say, if men feel like they spending over $200 on dates and stuff, I think they're supposed to get them some cat at the end.
Yeah, they want to get oh Lord.
They do. No, seriously. I can't go to my inbox right now, but I have had men tell me, I want to take you out, take you to a nice restaurant and take you to the hotel. And they never been out with me. But I had a choice, and of course I declined. But I have been on dates to where I can tell that they felt like they were supposed to get something.
Right. Liz, what do you think?
The freaky people, because I'm so short, so I'm more or less like I don't air on live streaming anything. I get more of the naughty people, vulgar.
What you mean naughty? What you mean naughty?
Liz,
Like
what you mean?
What? Height, I'm up a guy's waist because I'm so short. So I usually get told you don't have to get on. Let's do freaky deaky stuff, and I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, like, and
Break
you know
it,
that's so
but you know,
immature.
yeah,
That's immature. And Reese
yeah.
he said,
So that's
he
still
said, don't put
stuff
me
I
in that
get.
group.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
He said, don't. She's 3'7".
I won't do that. Resets. I'm
Did
3'7".
No, you 3'7"?
Yeah. So if you look at
So
a doorknob, if you look a little bit taller enough.
okay, so do you think that that some men are looking at it as it's the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? You know how some men have a fetish.
It's a fetish.
Some
I've
men
been
have
told,
fetish.
that's what I've been told.
Yeah.
It's a fetish. Yeah.
Yeah, so they might have a fetish. So
Yeah.
you probably is gonna get more perverts. Yeah. You know what I
And
mean?
that's sad.
Because I mean, no, not saying
Yeah.
it like that because she is a small woman. So they are looking at this is a fantasy. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Well, Liz does make
Right.
it seem like my wishes came true
Yep.
in a very clean respect.
Yeah.
And I'm,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, like I said, Liz, is it okay if I think of you as like you like you know, because when I was little, I saw little people and I said, oh, I want to get their autograph because I'm thinking they're just amazing.
Right.
First of all, you rarely see little people like that. And she even says, didn't you say, Lizzie, that it's not like they come out all the time, you know, walking out on the street, you know, all the time. You know? So to me, it's like a miracle when I get to see one. And I'm like, oh my God, come here. I want you. You're mine. You're my treasure. So that's what I met Lizzie. I said, you my treasure. Like, I'm not letting nobody touch you. Just mine.
But I can see that because she seemed like she's a sweetheart. But I'm saying, as far as men and
says,
men are different though.
Yeah, it's true.
You a woman. You're looking at her like, oh my God, look at her. But they're, it's just like a man having a foot fetish.
Oh yeah.
And he like, let me see your feet. I want you to do some stuff with your feet, just weird stuff. It's like whatever their fetish is.
Right. So a lot about fetishes. And Reesick says, don't put me in that group. And he also says that some guys aren't grown men at all. And they give us good ones a bad label, just being a guy.
Who is that?
That's Reesick. He is a hip hop artist. He raps and he is amazing. I've worked with him, collaborated with him. He's awesome. Definitely go check him out on social media platforms.
Okay, I will. But I'm gonna tell him nobody can give you a bad name. You keep being you. If you a gentleman, remain a gentleman. Just like it's a lot of hoes out here, but when a woman remain a lady, she's gonna be Can nobody give you a bad rep? Trust me. I don't care if it's 2023. Can nobody make your character bad but you?
Right. That's right.
So don't think that. It's a lot of good people out here left. People still getting married.
Oh, he's got a lot to say. Oh, this is great. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
He says, but it goes both ways. I've seen my share of women, and some automatically expect a man to be easy, but some of us aren't easy at all.
And I know a lot of men that's not easy, and them the type that you put a little bit more effort in. So that's when you get to know them. That's good. That's why I said, can't nobody make you look bad.
I like that. I hope you hear that, Reese. I hope that's reassuring because, we got a lot of good women, wonderful women that come onto this platform, beautiful queens that have so much advice to also give to our fellow ladies and our fellow men.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Kissing.
Yes.
Walking. Whatever. Do you think that a man should always expect when he's in a relationship, should already, not even just a dating partner, we passed that. So if he's already in a relationship with a woman, should he always expect her to dress up all the time and he doesn't have to?
Oh my God. Ooh, no. But see, I love to dress up.
Yeah,
And
me
I
too.
start having men act like I'm supposed to look cute and they ain't looking cute to me. So I don't know what's the lopsided, but I do it on my own. But when I don't know, because sometimes I don't say it to a man, but you do gotta look nice.
Mm-hmm.
If you see me as the person that look nice and that keeps myself up, and I'm always got my hair done some in a different style, because I'm very versatile.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm looking nice, sometimes that's the bad part about Aquarius. We expect for people to know, and they still don't know. So I don't really know, but men do have a bad habit of just feeling like they can look any kind of way. But I don't get a lot of complaints because I'm a person that dress up anyway.
Oh my gosh. I love what you said, Crystal. And then I love it follows with what Reese just said. He says, nope. If you're with someone, you're not dating their clothes. That's great. That's
And
great.
that's
Put
good.
on
And
a
that's
t-shirt.
good.
Say,
And that
I am
is
not dating
good.
your clothes. Put that on a t-shirt itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where he go? So what if a man is expecting you to dress up all the time? What's his answer to that?
Oh wow, you know what? This is the first time this ever happens where we have a direct question from our beautiful celebrity guest. So take your time, Reese, to answer that question. Go ahead and repeat that question one more time, Crystal.
So what if a man is expecting for you to dress up all the time, but he's not a person that dress up?
And
How do you deal with that person?
so while you taking a minute to type your answer, Reese, Lizzie, what do you think? What do you think the answer to that is? Do if we have
Oh, to me,
discrimination?
because it
Yes.
keeps breaking. Um, I think it needs to be mutual. I don't think I do agree with Crystal that there are a lot of people men that expect their women to dress up, but they won't. A man expects his wanna at least dress nice now for his woman as well. It shouldn't be a one
Mm-hmm.
sided because she's the woman, she's got to dress up.
So it should be equal. So it should be equal. So then Reese he responded and he
Yeah,
said, Lizzie, he said uh that the man is only using that woman as a show pony.
And I agree. I agree. Because I tell you, so my ex-husband, we met when I was 23. And I always dress up. I've been wearing high heels since I just been wearing high heels straight. That's how I came up with my name, Mills and Hill. And this man used to be wearing white t-shirts. He'll have on some Jordans. But I didn't even wasn't thinking about, because he was a really, really nice guy. And so I would be dressed all up, and I was always having on me some type of pumps, some type of stilettos, everything. And then I noticed he started like, you need to start wearing business suits. Like I guess I was too sexy for him. But he started telling me, but I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be wearing business suits while you wear a white t-shirt. You sound like a dang on fool. But that's why I asked that question. Because that was weird to
mhm.
me. You ain't wearing no business suits. Well, I gotta wear one. No, but I do know that I am a trophy to a lot of people, and I did have to, and that's why I kind of pulled myself back from that. And so it is a trophy. He's a materialistic man that comes from that being he mediocre minded. You're right, very shallow, a very shallow young person. You're right.
What would you say to somebody who makes fun of any person, whether it's male or female, that wants to take things slow and doesn't want to immediately rush into like if they go to the club and they're dancing together and you know whether it's the male or female, let's say either or, you know, people who are looking at the man or woman and they taking it slow and they don't want to do sexual stuff all the time. They just want to take it slow and it's just dancing. Do you think that them calling people like that childish, or you a child, you ain't ready for grown stuff? Do you think who's the real mature one is?
I don't think it's a right and a wrong way.
Mm-hmm. But it's terrible because I've seen people get made fun of that want to take it slow. Well, they're not interested in having, you know, chaka chaka right away, and they get called out of their name. They get called, you know, babyish, or something's wrong with them. Why something got to be wrong with them just because they want to take it slow? What you think?
In that area, I feel like that's what comes back to understand what you're dealing with. I mean, we all over 30 at this point. You just gotta act nonsense. If you think something funny about me because I want to take it slow, shoot, move around. Go find somebody who want to take it fast. Sometimes you just can't entertain stuff.
That's right. You can't not all that drama.
That's too much.
Cinnamon Winefield said, I need a man to look just as sexy as I do. Give me something to be turned on about. I can't have him looking like a slob. I'm not going to be the only trophy in the relationship.
Hey, ooh. Now I do it for Bill Gates or Donald Trump. It's a joke. Hey, oh my God. At least he can put his money where his mouth is. No, I'm just joking.
Who would you date? Which celebrity would you date if he asked you immediately on a date? He says, Crystal, I need to take you out on a date this Saturday and Sunday. I need you for 2 days, maybe a week.
Oh, you already know. Idris Elba.
Ooh. Lizzie, what's your answer? What's your answer?
How?
Oh my God.
I want to know what Lizzie would say. I want to know what Lizzie would say. Think about it.
I like Orlando
that's
Bloom, actually.
Oh my God. She said Orlando Bloom. I was thinking the same one. He's a Capricorn. I love him. He's so fine. If he said, if he said, Lizzie, can I take you out on a date? You would say yes.
I don't know.
No question. Like, no hesitation.
I'm right now.
Absolutely.
She
said right now. Absolutely.
Right now.
Well, Crystal, Reese said, normally a person that takes it slow is looking for a long term and not a smash dash.
Oh yeah, I read that, but y'all was talking, and I agree. I agree with him. I agree with him.
Y'all was talking, and you agree. Good. What do you think, Lizzie?
So, Crystal, I have a question for you. So, what think of your man deciding, you know what, honey, we're not going out. I want to make you dinner. I want to make it special. We want to go out to a restaurant.
That's fine because we can cook together. I'm Mills and Hill, so that was easy. I don't care about that because sometimes I don't want to go anywhere because sometimes the food be nasty anyway. I like to cook with my man.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Ooh. You know, you can get out there and barbecue. I'll make the sides, or you fry some chicken, whatever your specialty is. Yeah. So yes, cook together because that's a great intimate moment as well.
So who's pouring the vegetable oil while the other one is holding the skillet?
Hey, y'all know it's no rules to it. It's just a flow. And when you got the right person, it's gonna flow.
Right.
I remember I had an old thing going, and he had made some chicken. Oh my God, that chicken was so good. And so I came in there. He had made the mac and cheese because he wanted me to eat his mother's famous mac and cheese. And so I had ended up making the cabbage and the greens together because I did a cabbage and collard blend. And he was happy. And I remember at the end of the night, he was like, you know what? We need to do this again and cook together. That was so nice. And it wasn't anything. It was just sometimes it was just sharing that space because we both worked a lot.
Oh.
So, yes. You don't have to go out to dinner all the time.
That's true. That's true. You can stay in and try different hors
Yeah.
d'oeuvres together. I'm a mush. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I just love it. I eat all that up. Hence the word eats, and we have a chef.
Yes. So when you girls look at relationships, what do you feel? How do y'all feel about relationships today?
Lizzie, I'm gonna let you go first.
Hmm?
I'm gonna let Lizzie go first on that one. Now go ahead, Lizzie. Hopefully we got some good connection.
Hey.
Yeah, Lizzie, take your time.
We can still go past our
Yeah,
hour because it's good.
No, Lizzie, no, you don't want to take this one.
Today are real. I think too many people are electronics and not consent. Right. I like the
Kind of
intimacy of handwriting stuff. Am I?
Yeah, you kind of breaking up there, Lizzie.
Still breaking up?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really want to hear what you have to say because it sounded like it was good. It sounded like it was really good.
Okay, let me see. Can you hear me?
That is so much
that's
better.
perfect.
Can you hear me better?
Fabulous, fabulous. Go ahead, say what you were saying again, Lizzie.
All right. Relationships to me have become superficial. Everybody's on their phones, electronics. I miss that. Writing. Why can't you? Everybody's so distracted with everything else and not connected with the person. Have changed so much, and everybody needs to relate and not using excuses. Well, I gotta do that. Guess what? Those things will be there tomorrow. Your relationship may end. Electronics over relationship.
Yeah.
But you use a good word, superficial. Being that you girls live in Florida and even coming to Georgia, I haven't got a chance to really get into their dating pool or anything like that. But I feel that everyone wants to be perfect. And I think that kind of weed out you finding a great mate. Because if you don't look a certain way to, you're gonna get overlooked. You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to relationships, because people not seeking out hearts anymore. They're looking for who look good. I've talked to a lot of women, and even just working in the healthcare fields, because not only do I do Meals and Heals, I've been in healthcare for 20 years. So I still deal with patients, and I deal with people all the time. And when they come and they talk to me about certain things, I can kind of tell that a lot of men have lowered women's self-esteem to make them think they have to look a particular way, dress a certain way, be a certain type of way to be accepted by men who is kind of, you know what I mean? So that's why I asked the question about what's the dating pool, because it's different in every area.
Yeah, I gotta agree. What I noticed in the state of Florida is that a lot of men don't care for women to wear too much makeup. They and I'm from New Jersey, so we wear makeup and we dress up, and I learned in New Jersey that a lot of the times the girls, they mostly dressing up to impress the other girls, because the guys don't give a dang what you wear or if you're wearing makeup. They prefer you butt naked.
You're right.
And it's from head to toe. But and I used to have to defend why
I said it. We have a message from.
What happened?
I said it has broken. So what characteristics are considered good to maintain a relationship that you would expect from your king?
Good teeth.
Well, first of all, he has to be respectable. Those are top two, and be a family man. With me already having children from previous, I'm a family woman. Even though I can, it might seem like she's but I really love my family. So I have 3 children, 23, 16, and 12. My youngest two are a boy. And like they are everything to me. So problems that I did have past it's with men dating with kids. So that's like top tier. If you don't like kids, don't come to me because I put man first.
Okay.
Though and I don't even know if that's really a characteristic or is it a mindset.
I don't know. I don't know. What you think, Lizzie?
Because Lizzie, we need some conversation, Miss Capricorn. We ain't got to let you, Miss Capricorn, get away.
Now we're gonna chase you.
Good character, I believe. I think sense of humor, if that's a good like a characteristic, but to me I'm not always serious. That fun. You're serious
doing the break.
and I
your microphone working against you. It's breaking up.
listen. I have plugged in.
I see. Well, it sounded like you said a sense of humor, good sense of humor, and and not someone who's going to make you seem like you said something wrong every freaking few seconds. Because there's some people,
Yes.
and I also, I mean, being that I think all of us have worked with people who have, and this is not an insult, this is a fact, mental illnesses, whether there's ADD, autism, which falls under that spectrum, and ADD falls under the autism spectrum, bipolar disorder, OCD, all those things that apply that you have to, take into the consideration that as to gives you an idea of what who you're dating. Who you're dating can go through some of those things mentally, and that kind of throws off some of the communication. That could be why he's picking on you because maybe childhood abuse, God knows what. So all those things apply. Every situation is subjective, and that's why. I did not mean to rhyme. It just happens. I'm a writer. It happens. I'm sorry. I want to go through this line, ladies, real quick, because I just want to make sure everybody, all of our wonderful guests know what we're saying. Here comes I said it. He says, okay, that's fair. I agree. Blessings. And he thinks that's fair. I think that everybody, both male and female, should have good teeth because of good hygiene in general. It don't matter if you wear baggy pants, as long as they're not past your butt, because I don't need everybody to see what my man's boxes look like. I'm supposed to know what they look like. I don't need this chick. I know what kind of underwear he wears. They're briefs. They're fabulous. I don't need that. Close your butt. Don't do the thing where it's a style like, no, my guy, you inviting somebody to that. But I'm gonna say it like that. You inviting somebody. But anyways, so yeah, good hygiene and good morals, respect, self-respect. You love yourself, everybody will love you in return. Cinnamon Onefield said, I prefer to take it slow in case I end up not liking him. Let me find it in my groove first. Also, I don't mind a man cooking for me. Thank you for mentioning that because we have a chef. But it can't be a cheap way of dating me. Like it's just always dating.
I understand that.
Always eating. You know what I'm saying?
But and it all does depend on what a person doing. Because like I said, people are gonna take me out, but sometimes I don't want to. Let's just say Mother's Day. This is a prime example. Mother's Day is coming up, right?
Right.
I'm not a type of person. I don't need you to take me out on Mother's Day because that is when it's swarmed. I don't like bad customer service. I don't want to wait in line for that stuff. I don't care. Like Easter, like different holidays, I cook for my family. And my kids, they know what we celebrate. Even Father's Day, we can go out during the middle of the week. I understand what she mean about cheap dating, but you can tell if a man is cheap dating you anyway. Cooking doesn't mean it's a cheap date.
Right.
because he can cook you some salmon. He could be a chef. You might even know you got you a chef. He might just be so. How many times have you went somewhere and you was like, "Oh, this food wasn't worth nothing"?
Oh, Reese says something else. He says it's hard period nowadays because so many have lost touch with just being decent, loyal, and respectful. That's fair.
And Reese, what's his name? Reese. I'm
Reese,
agreeing with you. That's
Very
why I
true.
asked earlier. I asked because it's hard to date because people are superficial. It's hard.
it is, and he thinks that we're asking some great questions. Thank you so much, King. I mean, it's good to have more gentlemen. We got I set it up in there. We got Reese six. We got man. We got some men up in here.
Yes, yes.
Ask us some questions. We want you to get involved. He says these were some great questions. Um, Cinnamon Winefield suggested to you, Lizzie, that maybe sometimes you just gotta type it down, whatever you want to ask. If you have some technical difficulties, that's a good idea too. But you normally are typing anyway, and it's good that we can get you that we can hear you. But as long as we don't have too much cutting in and out. So if you could fix that so that we could hear your voice, because I love her voice. She's so beautiful. I love her.
Right.
Said it had mentioned about the two characteristics. I don't know if we covered if we covered it. I don't really know if you can just narrow it down to two characteristics. I said a lot. I said good hygiene.
Oh yeah, good hygiene, definitely. Oh yes. I mean, because you can
Sense
get
of
dumped for
humor.
not brushing your teeth. One of my cousins was dating this guy, and he was a very great guy, but she said his breath stunk, and she said she
To
couldn't
me, like
take
I
it.
said, the humor.
She said she couldn't take it.
Lizzie, you said the humor.
Sense of humor.
Yeah.
I know. That's when they said, "Well, you
Hmm.
don't say that." Really, he's like, oh.
Sense of humor is important to me.
It is. I think a guy should have a sense of humor too. He shouldn't be like rough, like uptight. I can't stand that.
I'm gonna eat the
And Liz, have you ever noticed a person? Everybody. This is a question to everybody. Everybody, listen to this question. How often do you find yourself saying a joke and then you always got to mention it was a joke? It was just a joke. Chill. Calm down. Calm down.
Mm, I ain't in a dating pool real heavy. I'll tell you when I get back in.
She says when she gets back in, she's gonna be ready. Reese says, I'm just a good old Southern man. I don't know nothing else. So this is how he sees himself. Just simple, good old Southern man. He doesn't really know anything else, which he ought to because he's talented. But he is very sweet, modest, and tall. And
Did
yeah,
you say he was tall? Did you say
yes,
he was tall?
he's tall. Cinnamon Winfield said, I personally know guys who cook on purpose to save on money and to keep her close to the bedroom. I think I know what she's talking about. Again, that's in one of those subjective
Oh.
situations. Go ahead, Crystal. You go ahead and tackle this one. Go ahead.
Well, um, that one was tough because the same guy that I ended up cooking with. Now this is really real. Okay, so this was back in 2017, and oh Lord, and so he was pursuing me, and he was patronizing Meals and Hills at the time, and he was trying to pursue me, and I remember he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to cook for you." So I do know what she's saying, and she was like, "I'm a cook for you, and I'm giving you a massage." But that's what he lost me. You ain't gonna give me no massage. So I ended up declining the date. But later on, I got to know him a little bit, and he was a very big spender. He was very generous. So it just depends if you get to know. So we actually started dating like a year later. I got a
Mhm.
chance to know him a little bit better. But I will say, had I gave him a chance to just cook me this dinner at home, who knows where it would have went. But I didn't give him that chance. So he had to pursue me. He had to step his game up. sometimes when you see things, you gotta put a little, you just can't let men do what they want to do.
Right.
And I see a lot of women do that. I mean, I've done it too. I'm guilty. When I was like, oh, I like him, but I really never had a lot of people like, oh, okay, I want to cook for you, because we always just went out, we had fun, we traveled, we had fun. So they wasn't being cheap. They was actually trying to act like they had more money sentiment than they had.
She said, I need a guy to have good mental health with good humor, plus good manners and good characteristics for starters. Hey, isn't that's pretty much what you were saying, Lizzie?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I agree,
I
Cinnamon.
agree. I agree. I have a question. What if a man values and cherishes a woman, but he feels
Question. If I
invisible
have
to
a
her?
question, if a man values,
What do you mean you feel invisible to her? Elaborate a little bit. Do
Yeah,
you
take a minute, Reese, to elaborate on what
are
you
are,
mean.
are you saying
Say,
that you feel like you're putting in all the effort and she's not putting in any?
I think that's a good question. I think that's a good question. I think that let me analyze that question one more time. We could put it back up on
yeah,
the what if a man values and cherishes a particular woman, but he feels invisible to her? That sounds like unacquainted love. That sounds like unacquainted, like unacquainted, where you've put yourself out there a little bit, and maybe the woman is not giving you enough back. Perhaps something, that's what it kind of sounds like a little bit to me. What do you think, Liz?
yeah.
And then Bernadette says this is a great conversation. Thank you, Bernadette. I appreciate that. We love you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
This was fun for me too.
I'm glad. I think
No,
this is
I
much
think,
healing.
yes. Um, I think if he feels that concern that maybe he's putting in more effort than she is, then I would say something. Hey, this is the way I'm feeling. Because I don't think a guy should be afraid to say something to his woman about how he's feeling. Just like a woman shouldn't be afraid to go to her partner and say, "Hey, this is how I'm feeling."
Hmm.
Right. Right. That's fair. Crystal, what you think?
Well, yeah, because if a woman is ignoring a man's wishes, it's probably 9 times out of 10 she's not that interested, and she's just stringing him along, just like men string women along. But that's not the conversation. Basically, if a male feels that a woman is
Right.
invisible, then you probably are. She probably not taking you as serious as you think she is. And one thing you want is neutral and
Right.
mutual love when you're trying to date somebody, especially if you're a good guy. I'm not sure how southern you are, but it is a difference between southern men and city men. So if you're a respectable man, you deserve a respectable woman back. You don't just let someone don't chase her and she not chasing you back.
Right. And look at the signs, because,
Right.
sometimes I remember, I don't know if this is close. I don't know. I remember there was a he wasn't really like a looker, but I was attracted to something about him, and it was more of the conversation. And hopefully I can
Mm.
get this in before our commercial break. Because once we start hearing that music, then it's our commercial break. Here we go. So I'm gonna try to see if we can play it fast. So I like the guy. Long story short, I thought he was sweet. We spoke. We used to talk till 4 o'clock in the morning. And he was guitar player. He wasn't like, oh my god, like, oh, like, a model, supermodel. It wasn't that. It was the fact that something about him inside. Like, we had wonderful conversations. He was a smoker, a heavy smoker, and I just can't do that. I can't. I have kissed a smoker, and it's not like I've never tried a cigarette in my life. It's not like I never tried that. I'm not squeaky clean or nothing. It's just that I'm not a smoker. I haven't been a smoker. I only did the socializing smoker to fit in, and I never got anything out of it. but I can't kiss a smoker. I can't get sick. I already have ailments as it is, and I'm the type of person, I'm gonna get sick if you pass nicotine germs over this way. So
I see what you're saying.
I explained that to the guy before. I said, listen, I can't really be with someone who smokes. And not to mention, I can't be with someone who drinks a lot. I have a daughter. My daughter was like, what, 4 years old. And I couldn't date the guy because he drank. He drank. And I said, but he was so wonderful to talk to. And also he was shot in the head and he served our country. God bless him. And so he had like a little bit of an anger issue. I can't do that either. But he was still a great guy. Like there was just those things that just
but those were serious things.
Exactly. And so
but they were things he should have been able to change.
Right, exactly. And he said that he was willing to change it for me, but he said he wanted to know for sure if I was going to be with him. I said, I can't give you that answer. It's been too soon. We just met. And the thing is, he was many years older than myself, but he was a great person and I really liked him. I actually was fond of him, but I could not do but that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys, they're great men and they just have some bad habits that maybe they don't realize is turning the female off. That is a good woman that they want them to notice. It's like, listen, I've noticed you, but you got some bad habits I just can't do. And I don't want to really be blunt and say, hey, I don't like these bad habits you do, because then that's like he can say, well, what bad habits do you do? And I'm like, give me a minute, I'll get back to you.
but I agree. I could throw myself up on the bus because I don't smoke, but I will have me some drinks. And I can tell that men felt some type of way. And I said, hey, okay, well, find you somebody who don't drink. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Hey, I mean, if I want to change, but what I'm saying is I don't have habits. Like I don't smoke marijuana. I don't smoke cigarettes. That's the only thing I do is drink. And that's my little time. And it is not like that I'm not taking care of business. So I'm not about to just change. Just go find who you like.
Exactly. And good hygiene and everything. All right, everybody, that's our music. That's our cue. We are getting deep into this. It is only going to get deeper. From Her Point of View talk show with your girl, LeeLee the Goddess, and my lovely co-host for tonight.
Yes, Lizzie. Lizzie, get ready. We ready when we coming back. Come on.
So you get your mic ready. You get that microphone ready, Liz, because we need to hear more from you. All right. Let's get that commercial break going, everybody. Please stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. I said it.
Awesome. I'm loving it.
Brought to you by I Said It Management. You know I had to do it. You know I had to say that, right? I said it.
I said it. And we did it.
I said it and we did it. I said, let's get it.
Sam. You having a good time looking at this hand. Are you let on TikTok? Okay, so I need to use my other phone and share it so people who can look at it, they can see it live.
That's right. Find a suitable. That's what Cinnamon Onefield said. That's what I say too. Find a suitable mate. Go find who you like. That's right.
You got to.
Stay
tuned. Yep. From Her Point of View talk show, it gets deep here. Brought to you by I Said It Management. You want to be a guest or sponsor on the show? Go ahead and email herpointofview@aol.com. Come on. Leave your questions in the comment section.
I know. I can't wait to look at it later. Oh my goodness. Yes. Let me see.
And don't forget, if you would like to find me on social media platforms, you go ahead and Google LeeLee the Goddess. Lizzie, where can they find you on social media platforms?
Lizzie. Well, why she do it? I'm Crystal Wiley. I'm your favorite delivery girl, 83 on Instagram. Also Mills and Hills 83. Also Mills and Hills on TikTok. Mills and Hills on Facebook. I'm gonna leave some things at the bottom as well.
Okay, good. Thank you. Hey, Lizzie, you working yet?
Am I working?
Yes.
working,
Tell
trying to
everybody
get
where they
my
can
mind
find you
to
on
work.
social media platforms. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can find me on Facebook, Elizabeth Smith. You can find me on YouTube, Elizabeth Smith. And you can find me on Amazon on EM. I have some books there.
Readers, get your money up. Go purchase you a book written by Lizzie Smith today. Go purchase you the Flawless
Yes,
Dream,
definitely.
which she is featured on the cover today. Go get you some food orders from Miss Crystal Wiley today. Let's go.
Yes. And I do a lot of good breakfast now. Them salmon croquettes hit different when I cook them with that rice and them eggs and that toast.
I want some collard greens. I want some collard
Oh.
greens and mustard
Oh, yeah.
greens and some turnip greens.
Woo! Yes, you got to go to my page. I just did some mustard and some turnip with some turkey wings, cornbread, mac and cheese, and some fried chicken. Oh Lord, help me! Woo! I'm gonna have to come down now. I ain't about to play.
Pass on.
And you know, I do have a lot of family, and actually, I have lots of family in Jacksonville, and a few people, and they actually do food and stuff too. I don't know if you heard of Magnolia Kitchen in Jacksonville, and that's family of mine. He's a very good cook as well.
You should hear what Reese just said, Crystal. I think this one's for you. He go ahead. He said that just made me start cooking.
Okay, so are we back online? Or are we on commercial?
No, we waiting for that commercial break to hit, because you know.
Oh.
Okay. See what we got going on, because ladies and gentlemen and ladies, you know, your girl LeeLee always try to stay on top of it. Don't forget. Do not forget that you're going to be seeing us again. It's every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. Now, you know you love this show. Share it with your friends, your family, your co-workers, and tell them to tune in. Ask us some questions, because we love to give some answers. And we also want you to hear some of our stories, because we share. Some of us share so deep. Hey, listen. It's okay. We share. We don't share too much. I mean, we still, you know, but we share enough for you to take advice from, because, you know, what we went through, you probably didn't go exactly, but equivalent. Now, Reese just said, "Yep." He said, "Yep, stuffed peppers, here I come." Oh, Lizzie, you read that already? He said the "Yep, stuffed peppers, here I come." Oh, stuffed peppers.
So do you like the ground beef and rice, or do you like turkey and all veggies? Because like I do both. So if I do the turkey, I put zucchini, squash, and all of that in that, and some good cheese. But if I do the ground beef, I will put the rice with it. It just depends on how you feel.
I like veggies, but I don't do squash or zucchini.
Do you like mushrooms?
Oh my God, mushrooms!
You like
I'll
mushrooms?
eat it all.
And see, like for example, I do. Well, I when I make my turkey meatloaf, I don't really care for it, but I ask my customers what they like. So when it comes to the turkey meatloaf, I do the gravy and I put the mushrooms on it, unless you say none. And then sometimes I will do the ketchup paste and all that, but but it was just like a real big heavy hit back at home. And so I would do mushrooms, but like I said, now it's like fair food. So you get your deep fried pineapples, your deep fried mushrooms with the beer batter. So
I'm
it's
sorry.
like, nah.
That was my mistake. We're not gonna have a commercial break. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because we just wanted to really focus. We wanted to focus. We started a little bit
I'm
late and we wanted
starving.
to focus on Crystal Wiley and Miss Lizzie. Because this is Lizzie's first time being my co-host, and it was a special night. Every night is a special night for different reasons. Tonight we had Miss Lizzie and then we had Miss Wiley.
Yes. Oh, so we still on live, just getting down talking.
Yeah, no, what it is that we're gonna end the
Yeah.
show. We're gonna end the show and we're gonna call it a night. We're gonna remind everybody where they can find you on all social media platforms one more time, Crystal Wiley, in case they forgot.
Mills and Hills, your favorite delivery girl, 83. Mills and Hills, 83. And once you get to following those, you'll be able to follow me on TikTok and all my different platforms. And I did share it on my channel, but Crystal Wiley.
Oh, girl. She
Yes.
said,
Crystal Wiley. I'm about to get that name patent. Crystal Wiley.
You should though. You really should, and put it on a T-shirt. Shit,
I know.
Hey,
I think everybody love my name, so I better do it. I better hurry up.
Yeah, you know, because you could tell. I keep saying it. I know.
I love it. I love y'all. Y'all, it's so sweet.
Thank you. We love you too. That's why we didn't want a commercial break. We're like, screw the commercial break. This is too much fun. Lizzie, where can they find you on all social media platforms? Go ahead and spit.
You can find me on book Elizabeth Smith. You can find me on YouTube, Elizabeth Smith, and you can go to Amazon and find me under E.M. Martinez.
Okay, that's right. If you would like to look me up on social media platforms, go ahead and Google Lizzie the Goddess, and I'll come up. And I'm also available on IMDb Pro as Leonessa Cruz. I am a film director, actress, etc. It's a freaking long list, so I ain't gonna go. Just go ahead and Google, and you'll find out. It's too long, and we out of time. And but this show is brought to you by iCity Management. If you would like to be a guest or a sponsor of the show for the show, you can go ahead and email herpointofview@AOL.com. Cinnamon Winfield said, "Great live chat, ladies. Have a great night, everyone. God bless you too, Queen." Thank you so much for starting it.
Good night, yes.
Reese says, "But you have to cut up the asparagus in small pieces and caramelize them with onions."
Oh yeah, and then put a little chicken base in it.
Oh my God!
Look at him over there cooking. Oh Lord!
Guys, nobody mentioned any sofrito, but have a great night. He says, "Have a great night. I'm about to get back to this writing session I'm having." Oh, that's right. Get back to work, sir. You know it. I took a break to chill with y'all. Thank you so much, King. We appreciate you so much. Everybody, doing this with us. We really
and I look forward to the next session, ladies.
Heck yeah! Go ahead. Every second and fourth Tuesday of the month is from her point of view talk show. With
Definitely.
And again, shout out to Mimie Acosta, who could not be here with us tonight. We send her blessings and pray for her to heal in Jesus' name. Miss her very terribly. So go ahead and we'll call it a night. We love you. God bless.
God bless everybody.
Bless.
Now you know we love this beat. We're about to get our ads going.
stability, you gon' find out. Time now, gon' put out. No doubt, no doubt. Omega Ishimasu. Oh, you gonna feel it, sensual magic.
Yeah, baby, tell me how you feel. Straightforward, 100, keeping always real. Cause I'm giving it to you right. Pleasure on, going all night. You know the deal, and it gon' last for life.
Hi, Charlene. Come on in.